this event in every way combines your two areas in the most, I was going to say unimaginable way, but it is actually imaginable because it's done. So to all of you, once again, welcome. And I'll now give the floor to the chairman for the Danish Cycling Federation, Henrik Jensen.
Good afternoon. This is a historic day for Danish cycling and also Nordic cycling. Today is a marker showing a new cooperation inside and between stakeholders in whole Scandinavia. I'm very proud that we finally are able to present the Women World Tour on Danish soil. Back in 2016, Roy Moberg and Kjell Erik, in fact, met me in a very warm place in Doha, Qatar, at a bike race, and introduced me to a vision, an idea that we together should make a cycling battle in the north. And that's why we are gathered here today, in fact. At this very moment, the timing was perfect. Amalie Didriksen has just received not only the rainbow jersey, the Tissot watch, the flowers. Actually, she won the first Danish Road World Championship in Doha. So this was the moment of timing. But now we are gathered here many years later. All the way, you may ask, now the road was clear. It was just to push the button, look up, and the race may begin. But now we are gathered today, and this will be the very start of this race. All the way, we have believed in this huge potential, having all world top riders at the start line here in Copenhagen. But unfortunately, the road have been paved with different challenges during the last couple of years. Finally, we are gathered to present, and nearby, the Grand Départ of Tour of Scandinavia this year. To be honest, we often felt like Pippi Longstocking. I have never tried that before, so I think it will be able to do it. I'm sure with all the experience and expertise, in fact, from the already existing Ladies Tour of Norway, mixed with the same from the Danish Cycling Federation, we have all the tailwind now needed to develop and to create absolute the best Women World Tour race in all Scandinavia. Finally, I'd like to say thank you to the cities, our partners, who are showing us the trust and support of presenting Tour of Scandinavia here today. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you to Henrik Jensen, the president of the Danish Cycling Federation. The next speaker we would have up here, as Mia Nygaard said just earlier, it's the Minister of Transport and Gender Equality, the perfect combination for a race like this. I don't know if she biked here, but for now we will have her walk up here on the stage for
Yeah, she should run from the metro in here, so I don't know if she has made it so far.
Okay, there's a bit of a delay on Trine Bremsen, as I understand.
Yeah, then we hope she will come.
That's why she should have taken her bike here.
Yeah, and as Henrik said, this was a crazy idea some years ago, and the one who came up with the crazy idea and who really has been the man behind this is Roy Moberg, ladies and gentlemen. Give him a big round of applause. He's the General Director of the race.
Thank you for the invitation and the introduction. It's nice to be here. In Norway, we have a kind of a slogan, which is that it's det er deilig å være norsk I Danmark. Explain in English. It's really good to be Norwegian in Denmark. And I have to say that it's really nice to be in Denmark and wonderful Copenhagen here tonight. Why we made the Tour of Scandinavia? That's the introduction of my speech. Why not? Female cycling, they deserve a high-end quality race in Scandinavia. And why not Scandinavia? Because Scandinavia is a lovely place to be. We like to support sustainability and equality. And of course, we should do Tour of Scandinavia at site at this location. A little bit about the background of this race. But today we are 6 stages in 3 countries. And it's a dream come true for me by myself to introduce Tour of Scandinavia here in Copenhagen. It started in 2014 with a race in my hometown Halden. It was a 2.2 stage, 3 stages. It was, what can I say, the first early start of the journey to Copenhagen in 2022. We do it quite successfully. We had great riders. Anna van der Breggen was the GC winner, and Marianne Vos was second. So we already at 2014 have a great peloton in Halden. We're stepping up in 2017. It was our first World Tour race ever in Norway. And we think that to do it any more better, think big, do it even bigger. And we was supported by, for instance, Marianne Vos. She was very eager to support us to create such a race with 3 countries. We started to create the Scandinavian race already back in 2018. It was a representative from DCU, Vårgårda, which is a single race in Sweden, and Ladies Tour of Norway was also included in that kind of project. But for many reasons, but for mainly because of the pandemic COVID situation, we was not able to do the race in 2020 and 2021. So we thought there had been a quite roller coaster creation of this race. Now we are good to go. We are good to go with the race, and it's a great pleasure for me to put some keywords about the organization. It was formed in 2020, but released in 2022. It's based on Ladies Tour of Norway, formerly owner of the race, but supported by DCU in the first stage. We have a very quite good cooperation, close to each other to establish the first stage here in Copenhagen. And I will give a big hand to DCU and all the people into the organization to support the race in a such way. And we also is supported by the 3 countries Cycling Federation. So a big hand also to all the 3 presidents of the cycling federations here in Scandinavia. And of course, it's a bridges, the 3 countries experiences. We have a post-Nord Denmark in many years going on in Denmark. We have Vårgårda in Sweden, and we have Ladies Tour of Norway, and also many other races. And we bridges all this experience into one organization, and I think we are quite high level of the team. What is the basic idea behind Tour of Scandinavia? Yeah, it's a unique race concept which bridges the three countries' culture, tourism, nature, and local atmosphere into one big package of racing and experiences. And our key values is sustainability, equality, quality, local engagement, volunteers, and finally, destination marketing. We try to put all these values on the table when we discuss how we want to create and develop these rates step by step. We have a slogan called "In it to spin it." It's a concept which integrates cycling into the society and create values for our partners and stakeholders. We do unique brand building, additional government funding to the regions, destination marketing, tourism and business development, synergies with cultural players, health and education into the school system, infrastructure and environment, and finally sustainability and equality. We will do the certification of Ecolite in June, which is a big step for the whole organization. And we call it "In it to spin it" as a one package concept. They have been doing some analysis of and estimations of the values for this race, and the external analysis bureau find out that it's 14 million euros value each year, including the marketing effect. Cycling is all about TV and media. We have a great package of TV production. It's a high-level production of 2 hours. We will do live international TV distribution, both domestic and international. Last year, we have 10 million viewers in total for global viewers, and I think big potential to even more in 2021 when we add Sweden and Denmark to the program. We have about 50 accredited journalist photographers following the race stage by stage. And finally, we have about 4 million annual click on our social media platform. So TV and media is very important for us, both to plan and do the race and to step up each year by year. The pre-event in national TV distribution this year include a total 170 countries which are able to watch live production of Tour of Scandinavia, and it reached about 250 million households in total. So that's great figures, also when we talk about and compare it to men's race. We also have world-class riders from all the best teams, and we have it the first year in 2014, but we will also have a great teams and riders for all the best teams will be represented here in Copenhagen when we do the first stage 9th of August. Finally, I would like to thank all the partners, the stakeholders, the host cities, the volunteers, the organizing committee, both in Denmark and Norway, and all the public and spectators who will follow the race in August. And Sille, put the hammer down. We are ready to do the race. The race is on. And thank you. And I give you the announcement to Mr. Christiansen.
Thank you. And applause for Roy. And our prominent guest is here.
And now we are glad to introduce to you the Minister of Transport and Gender Equality, and maybe the fastest runner in Copenhagen right now, Trine Bremsen.
Thank you, and sorry I'm a little late. I couldn't find a place to park my bicycle. But it's a beautiful day today in Copenhagen, the perfect day to ride a bike. And that's what we are here for. today to celebrate a new cycling event in Denmark for women only. As Minister of Equality and Minister of Transportation, it's a pleasure to be here and to underline the fact that professional cycling is both for women and men. And the rest of my speech I will do in Danish. Kære alle, forleden var jeg med til at lancere en ny bog i Danmark. En bog skrevet af nogle meget fremtrædende kvinder, og den handlede om at vandre. Jeg håber, at den næste bog, der bliver skrevet af fremtrædende kvinder i Danmark, handler om at cykle. For jeg synes faktisk ikke, der er særlig meget fokus på kvinder, der cykler, selvom at vi ved, at nogle af dem, der bruger cyklen mest, ja, det er kvinder. Og derfor er det også en meget, meget vigtig begivenhed, vi markerer her i dag, for vi sætter en meget tyk streg under, at cykling i den grad er for kvinder, også på det professionelle plan. Og derfor vil jeg også gerne takke alle jer, der er her i dag, for I er i den grad med til at give cyklen den plads i vores samfund, den fortjener for begge køn. Og med til at give den promovering, når det handler om kvinder i den professionelle cykelverden. Og der findes ikke bedre sted at sætte fokus på cyklismen for både mænd og kvinder end i Danmark. Min forhåbning er, at vi i år, cyklens år i Danmark, kommer til at se endnu flere, der hopper ombord på cyklen, bruger den i hverdagen, men også er med i cykelsporten. Og vi har altså en særlig udfordring, når det handler om kvinderne, og derfor også en stor ros for jeres event her i dag, for alle de mange initiativer, som vi lige har fået skitseret op bag på tavlen, for de er med til at vise både de små piger og de ældre og kvinder, at cykelsporten også er for dem. Og det er det, der skal til for at knække koden. Vi bliver nødt til at vise og blive bedre til at vise, at der altså er en hel verden, når det handler om kvinder og professionel cyklisme. Og vi bliver nødt til også at være langt bedre til at få de unge med helt fra start. Vi kan se, at der er mange, der falder fra, når de når til de år, hvor forældrene begynder at køre dem i skole. Og det har vi altså der har vi altså nogle helt særlige forbilleder i jer, der er i den professionelle cykelverden. Cyklisme er noget af det, der samler os allermest og skaber det største fællesskab, vi overhovedet kunne ønske os. Fordi at cyklisme kan dyrkes på så mange forskellige planer. Og det skal vi bruge, fordi det er noget af det, der binder os sammen. Men vi skal også have fokus på sikkerheden på vejene. Og derfor har jeg også et budskab med til jer her i dag, og det er, at vi tager jeres sikkerhed meget alvorligt. Vi har set nogle alt for grimme ulykker, og derfor skal vi også fra os som ministerium have et større fokus på, hvordan vi passer godt på jer. Og det gælder uanset hvilket køn. Så tak til alle jer, der i dag er med til at sætte fokus på cyklismen. Tak fordi I er nogle kvindelige forbilleder, som er vigtige for de små piger, som vi gerne vil have op på cyklen. Tak til Københavns Kommune og Helsingør Kommune for at lægge by til den første etape. Tak til Danmarks Cykelunion, Sportsevent Danmark og Wonderful Copenhagen for at være partnere i løbet. Jeg er sikker på, at det kommer til at gøre en kæmpe forskel, både for os som cykelland, men også for kvinder i de nordiske lande, men også for kvinder i resten af verden, hvor der er meget, meget langt til overhovedet at hoppe op på en cykel, som det ser ud i dag. Så tak for jeres indsats alle sammen, og rigtig god tur.
Frank. Thank you to the Minister of Transportation, and as you can see there is also some cycling involved in this whole thing. So we will now go through the race, so especially Cecilia, you have to follow now, and Emilia and all the others, and Carl, all the others who are involved in the race. And as we have said, Sanne, we will start in Denmark.
Yeah, we will start in Denmark, so it's also a big honor for me to stand here as a happy hobby cyclist, that the race will actually be on the roads that I sometimes ride on. But the man to tell you more about the first stage from the iconic Kongens Nytorv to Elsinore is Frank Hylgaard, who is the project manager and has been looking for this first stage and know all about it. Frank.
Thank you. I will just give a short presentation of stage one. We will start in the center of Copenhagen with the team presentation, rather near the Kongens Nytorv, and the neutral start will take place at Kongens Nytorv as well. We go north in Copenhagen, passing Nyhavn and Amalienborg, before the real start will take place just north of Copenhagen at Kystvejen, just before we entering Skodsborg. We turn left and go into the city through Virum and Holte, and in this area we will pass some of the circuits from the Worlds in 2011. Going back to Vedbæk, and then after that going northwest, entering Hillerød, where we're passing the Frederiksborg Castle. Then the riders will ride along Esrum Lake in the beautiful surroundings and go to the coast of the north. And the coast, after we hit the coast, we will turn right, east, before we entering the final lap going around Helsingør. The final lap will be gone 2 times, and when we pass the finish line at Nordre Strandvej the 3rd time, there will be maybe a bunch sprint, I think. And after 143 kilometers, the winner of the stage 1 will be announced in Helsingør. And as you can see, there is not that much mountain on stage 1. So I think the hill jersey will be for a sprinter as well. But we will change that when we enter Norway.
Thank you, Frank.
Thank you.
And Sanne, if I give you a start number, will you be in that bunch sprint in Helsingør?
No, that's for sure. I will not. I might look like a sprinter, but I'm not.
You have a few days to train. We will continue the race, and the one who is responsible for most of the sports part of it is the race director, Anders Eia Linnestad.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure standing here and make the presentation of the 5 last stages, and we will start with animation of stage 2. Yes, so this is stage 2. It will start in the municipality of Orust, which is north of Gothenburg. So there will be a short transfer after the first stage to the start in the coastal village Mollösund. It's a beautiful coastal village north of Gothenburg. So this second stage will also be pretty flat. So we actually have no summits above 100 meters above sea level on the first 3 stages. So this route will take us along the coast of West Sweden, and we will pass holiday destinations like Fjällbacka and Grebbestad before we're approaching Strömstad. So the stage, it will be ending with a direct flat finish in Strömstad. This is also a beautiful coastal town close to the Norwegian border. And as I said, a pretty flat stage with some smaller summits on the way up to Strömstad. So back in Norway again, crossing the border from Strömstad to the next start village, Moss, and we're also back in Østfold, the former county of Østfold, now Viken County. So we're happy to be back in Moss. We've been there before with a start on Ladies Tour of Norway. We will have a start arena in the beautiful Canal Parken, close to the seaside. So as I said, it will the third stage will also be a flat, pretty flat stage, which will end in the same local circuit in Sarpsborg as we had in Ladies Tour of Norway last year. And yeah, Sarpsborg has also been an important host and partner for us in several years. So we're happy to be back in Sarpsborg on stage 3, 119 kilometers long. So stage 4 takes us back to the new municipality of Indre Østfold and the former municipalities of Askim and Eidsberg. Those municipalities have also been important partners since the beginning of Ladies Tour of Norway. So we're happy to be back in Askim and Mysen. So this stage will also be pretty flat, but we'll have some more smaller summits, but still a pretty flat stage, which will finish in Mysen like we did at the Ladies Tour of Norway last year, but this time we will go direct into the finish in Mysen, so there's no local circuit.
Anders, because we do have the mayor of this city here, Saxe Frøshaug. Big round of applause. Please come up, Saxe. I found your city up there. Saxköping, that's for you.
Yes, of course.
This is all, I have to say, this is my hometown as well. But it's, like Anders said, it's a new municipality. 5 municipalities has merged, and this is now the biggest agricultural municipality in Norway.
Yes, it is.
Why should people come here?
I think it's the most beautiful place in Norway. Of course.
That's what you want to say.
It's like Tuscany. We call it the Norwegian part of
Tuscany?
Tuscany, yes.
Where is the wine?
We have...
Where is the wine? In Tuscany is a lot of wine.
Oh, you must see. You must come and see. We have... but we have 2 towns in our municipality, and the start of this race, this stage, is in Askim, and we are then finished in Mysen. That's the other town in the Indre Østfold. I don't know what else to see, but we have many things to see in our municipality, of course. We have among beautiful landscape. We have the biggest swimming pool in Norway. You must come. You must come. Then that's perhaps the most interesting things to see. We have people from our capital, Oslo, that coming to us to see our bath. Yes.
It's about what, 45,000 people?
Yes, it's among 46,000, I think, by the moment.
Yeah. And agriculture is the industry number 1.
Agriculture is the big part of the employers.
Where people are working?
Yeah.
Besides cycling?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
How important is it to have the cycle race there?
The cycle race means a lot to us. We have had this Ladies Tour of Norway now for 4 or 5 years, and we see that our volunteers over the community, over our municipality are coming. We are making a big party every year. And we are enjoying to have the Tour of Scandinavia to visit us also this year. We think that's important to bring us on the visitors for the futures, and we are really supporting the cycling race.
Thanks for that. Big round of applause for Saxe from the municipality of Indre Østfold. And we will continue in Norway because the 5th stage is under what we call the Queen stage.
Let's continue with stage 5. So, like Kjell-Erik said, this is the Queen stage of Tour of Scandinavia, 145 kilometers. And the Nordfjell climb, the last summit, the climb gave the race a really new dimension last year. So we're really, really happy to be back in the Nordfjell region. And this year we will present a total stage within this region. So together with our partner municipalities, Modum, Sigdal and Krødsrad, we really look forward to this Queen stage. So this final summit, the final climb, is the same as Ladies Tour of Norway last year, as I said. It is 11K long, with an average of 6.1%. And the finish will be at the ski resort, Nordfjell Ski and Resort, like last year with Ladies Tour of Norway.
We also have some mayors from this area. Sunni Grøndal Aamodt from Modum, Tine Normann from Sigdal, and Camilla. Is Camilla here also? Yes. Camilla from Visit Nordfjell. There. I should recognize you from TV. She has the same job as you have. So, if you stay close here. Yes. Modum is maybe not the name that everybody knows, but if I say Vikersund and yes. Vikersund ski flying hill, everybody knows.
Yes, I hope so. And we are very interested in ski flying, of course, but we also now are very interested in cycling. Last year we had this etappe through Modum, and it was a festival in Vikersund and through Modum. And I am very happy that we now also this year will have this etappe around in Modum and next to my neighbor commune.
I don't know if the Danes know that, but they actually jump on skis longer than how high the highest mountain in Denmark is.
Yes.
Yeah. I was announcing there when there was a new world record, and I think this guy is still down in the river somewhere.
Yes.
Yeah. But you also had a world championship this winter.
Yes, we had. And it was no new records, but it was a big sport party.
So this is a sport. I was there last year. You have a wonderful nature around there.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of things to do and look around. And all these people in Modum was beside the road and looking at the ladies on the bicycles.
We look forward. No girls are going to jump in the hill, though. Tine, you have to come here. Sigdal is the... Yeah, what do you want to say more, Sonny?
Yes, next year it will be also for the ladies in the ski jumping.
Oh my gosh. So you're welcome to see the girls in the big hill. And Tina, after Modum comes Sigdal, and it's very close. It's the neighbor. Mm-hmm. Is Simonsstranda, where in which is it by you or you? Or
by Sunny, yeah.
Because they also have one of the best Olympians in the history, the biathlete Ola Einar Bjørndalen comes from this area. Yes. He has a own statue there. Yes. And then they come to Sigdal. What can you tell us about Sigdal?
Sigdal is just a few people live in Sigdal, 3,500. But we have a small village, but we have a lot of cabins in our community, 5,000 cabins. Oh. So in the weekends we are about 25,000 people.
So you can promise that at least the 3,000 comes to watch the race.
I promise.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. What is Sigdal famous for? There is a writer from there, isn't it? Many years ago, and you have a motor stadium there, haven't you?
Yes, a motor stadium, but it's the nature and the mountains, of course.
Okay, it's close to the high mountains.
Close to the high mountains, yes.
Because the high mountain here, Camilla, that is Nordfjell. You are now the manager of Visit Nordfjell. And Somebody told me once that this is the closest mountain to Oslo where you can really come to the mountain.
That is so true. It's a beautiful region, and we are, of course, very happy to do this together with the Sigdal and Krødsherad and Modum to show off Norefjell region to not only Norway, Sweden, and Denmark, but the whole world. Because this is super huge and big for us to be, to have one leg of this amazing race.
And if you didn't really hear what Anders said before, the climb is nearly 11 kilometers long, with an average, Anders, from more than 6%. Have you biked up there, Camilla?
My husband did,
That is
and
not...
I needed to pick him up the last time. So it is tough, and probably we will know who the winner is when this climb is on. So that is also exciting. And this is Dronning-etappen, but this is also King leg for us.
But it was also the site for the alpine skiing for the Olympics 1952, wasn't it?
That is correct. So we're famous for more than only the mountains and the beautiful summer attractions. Stein Eriksen, a beautiful winter day in February 1952, took the giant slalom gold. So we have a big history back on his streamlined skis. So we have a lot of heritage.
We really look forward to come to you. Thank you for coming. And
Thank you.
This is the Saturday stage. So see you there. Thank you. And last year, Annemiek van Vleuten decided the general classification on this mountain. So Sanne, you have to train more if you're going to go there.
Yeah, but I think I will let it up to Cecilia to do that.
We have one more stage, Anders.
One more stage. Let's take a look at stage 6. Yes, so this last stage is 154K, and it will start in the municipality of Lillestrøm. So this municipality is a new host municipality for the race. So we will take it there for the first time, and we look forward to start in the city center of Lillestrøm Sunday morning. This will be another flat stage, so it will take us along the border border to Sweden. So we will be pretty close to the border on our way down direction Halden. And the big final of the race will be in the same local circuit as we've had for several years in Ladies Tour of Norway. So Halden is also, of course, an important partner of the race, and has been that for several years. So we really look forward to hand out the final yellow jersey in Halden.
We will also hand out this, which is the prize to the winner overall. And to talk a little bit about Halden, the mayor was not able to make it here, but our general director, Roy Moberg, is actually from Halden. So, Roy, this is a very historical city. It's famous for the big fortress, Fredriksten, and you have been there a couple of times, Roy.
Yeah, I just live 2K from Fredriksten Fortress, which is a fortress. I think it's occupied by Danish kingdom some centuries ago. But we don't talk about this tonight.
No. But to talk about the race, it's always happening a lot of things on these final laps in Halden.
Yeah, the local circuit, it's quite spectacular in Halden. With a lot of corners and a lot of action from the peloton. I think I can promise a great finish of this 6-stage race in Halden.
We don't only give out the jerseys, as Anders said. Tell us about this prize.
This prize is created by a local artist called Marius Nilsen, and you can't see it from the front, but in the middle, in the bottom, it's cobblestone in granite. It's shipped from a monolith center, which is quite famous because it's the monolith, and maybe no one have heard about the monolith, but it's quite famous when it comes to sculptures in Norway. And you can see the blue one. All these 3 countries, which is into the Scandinavian Tour of Scandinavian race, is the surrounding is sea. That's why the artists put a lot of blue color down to the cobblestone. And you can see the bridge here in the front, because it's bridges which collect the 3 countries into one unit. And that's a little bit symbol of also of this race, because you can bridges the culture, the nature, the organization, the people into one concept of racing, Tour of Scandinavia. And of course, we have the fortress in the middle of the wheel to remember the Fredriksten fortress and the home soil of racing, Halden. And finally, the wheel spinning, of course. So that's the GC winner, which will be awarded with this prize Sunday, 14th of August in Halden. You are all welcome to Halden, and you are all welcome to Tour of Scandinavia to participate on all stages. Thank you.
Nice videos. Chloe Hoskins is winning every time.
Nice prize, I think, also.
Yeah, you won it. Then you have to train more, son.
You and all that training.
This is a Scandinavian cooperation, and we are happy. We have 2 presidents and 1 vice president here.
Yeah, the name says it all. Tour of Scandinavia. It's a collaboration between the 3 Scandinavian countries, Norway, Sweden, Denmark. So let's introduce the president, the finest of the cycling federations here on the stage. From Denmark, Henrik Jensen. From Sweden, Thomas Bachtemann. And from Norway, Jan Odvar Sørnes. Thank you.
Thomas, we can start. We have had so few Swedes here.
Has to be the first.
Yeah. The west coast of Sweden, what a beautiful nature.
It's fantastic. It's one of the pearls of Sweden. Although I'm from the East Coast, and we always have kind of a competition.
You shouldn't say that now. It's a competition?
Yeah, we call it the backside of Sweden, but they probably have another view.
It's the same in Norway. How is it with cycling in Sweden now? It's been up and down for a few years.
It's been up and down. I think if we look at mountain biking, it's mostly up, particularly among the women, and we have one of the world's best female mountain bikers. On the road, fortunately enough, we have a lot of good female riders. The male riders probably have a little bit more training to do to be able to compete with them. But this makes it obviously very interesting for us to have a female World Tour race going through Sweden, because that's for sure most of our best riders for the moment are female riders. I was
reading on your homepage at the Federation that one of the goals for Swedish cycling, I have actually been working for the Swedish Federation.
I know.
One of the goals is to have more races for women and to have more female cyclists.
Absolutely. We have had that in the focus for quite a while, actually, and we're happy to see that it's actually succeeding. Although, I mean, still, a local female race is fairly small still, but growing and getting more and more attention. And it comes with good riders, and I mean, we had one of the world's best female road race riders, which now I think is living in Norway, actually, and commenting television,
yes.
cycling on your television. But we hope to see more of that, and it's absolutely a goal. And we are also actually in the Nordic Federation, we've also had as a focus to make sure that we promote female cycling more.
We are looking forward to come to the backside of Sweden.
Yes, so am I.
Sanne,
Yeah.
Henrik.
Henrik Gers Jensen from the Danish Cycling Federation. And Henrik, you talked about it. It's been a long way since 2016. We got the first Danish world champion in Amalie Didriksen. Now we're here. We are having the first World Tour race for female riders, for women riders. What does it feel like for you seeing this come through?
Yeah, first of all, I'm happy to see so many Danish top riders here today. I know we are growing in Denmark, and I hope all of you will find the inspiration of all this fine role model coming here. So, filled with joy and proudness, of course, on behalf and together with our Norwegian colleagues and Swedish colleagues.
When I started doing cycling and working with cycling, there wasn't much interest in women's cycling. We were at races, but I think I must admit we didn't even talk to the women riders. How can you feel that there has been more interest in women's cycling also in Denmark?
Yes, and to be honest, people like you help us a lot. Our minister, as you saw here, but also having some very good representative of women's cycling like Cecilia, Amalie, Julia, and so on. So we have so many good riders, and even though we are still few, I think this inspiration is followed and coming out to the audience, and of course addressing cycling for women too.
Do you think for a Danish stage win here at the Tour of Scandinavia?
Yes, of course.
Which one?
I'll keep it for myself.
Cheers, thank you so much, Henrik Gers Jensen.
President of the Norwegian Cycling Federation, and cycling has been growing quite quickly during, if we say, the last 10, 15 years in Norway.
Obviously, and even more the organizers, which is why we're here and makes me proud.
What do you think about a Scandinavian cooperation like this?
It's been a long train coming. I'm glad we're here. Hats off to everybody working for this for many, many years. You've seen them on stage, many of them, and this doesn't come easy. It comes only through hard work, and that's why it's such a special occasion to be here.
This gives a little echo also in the international world of cycling, that 3 countries cooperate like this.
Of course, and the international cycling community looks to Scandinavia for good values, for good sports arrangements and so forth, and events like this.
What about finding a new top star from Norway soon on the ladies' side?
We're working on it. We have some sponsors here. We have the first next year World Tour ladies team. It'll come sooner than we think.
And else, what do you think about this race as a president of the federation? Of course, this time most of it will be in Norway, and that's because it's coming from Norway, this race.
Well, what I think is I feel sort of silly being one of few men up on the stage today. Hopefully, and no offense, Thomas and Henrik, I hope we have female presidents of all the 3 federations the next time we're standing here or any other place. I think that's timely, and I think it's about time that we have some changes in that department too. But as a man, I'm very happy to be here and the president of the Norwegian Cycling Federation.
Thank you, Jan Oddvar.
Okay.
Big round of applause for the presidents and the vice presidents. And yeah. Sanne, without partners, I can tell you, since I have been backstage in this race, it's not possible to make this race.
No, there are so many dedicated people, fiery souls to make this happen, but we also need some backup and some big partners and sponsors.
Therefore, it's an honor today to reveal the new main sponsor of Tour of Scandinavia, and this is a jersey and colors that everybody who follows cycling, they know it now.
By now they should know it, yeah, for sure.
So, Uno X, Magne Haugland.
Welcome, Magne Haugland.
Thank you so much.
Commercial manager, partnership manager at Uno X fuel company, but also at the pro cycling teams, as you have two of. You have one for the women's on the World Tour, and you have one for the men on the Pro Tour, Pro Continental Tour. For you guys, you are sponsoring this event. You have 2 race teams. How come you guys are so involved in cycling?
It's a question I get a lot, actually, but first of all, it's really good fun, and it's a great way to build the Uno X brand in both the countries that we're present in, which is Denmark and Norway. And we also just have this very strong passion for promoting the sport and cycling in general, both from a sustainability perspective, but also from a public health perspective. So that's basically one of the main reasons.
And now this great event for 3 countries combined in this Women's World Tour, Tour of Scandinavia. You're here as a sponsor now. Why did you decide to go into this event particularly?
You know, we decided a couple of years ago that we were entering this, the women's part of the sport, and we'd also been connected with the ladies tour for some years. So when we got this opportunity, it was kind of an easy call actually to jump on, and we're just really proud to be part of this race and what we consider a huge milestone for women's cycling in Scandinavia.
What are the dreams for Uno X with the cycling teams?
They're big, and I think they evolve from each year to another. So we'll see. We're very much into this with a long-term perspective, and we'll reach our goals step by step. But maybe we get a stage win in the Tour of Scandinavia, for example. That would be really awesome.
We have one of your riders here, Rebecca Körner from Uno X. Is there more pressure on the Uno X team going through this Tour of Scandinavia?
I don't think so. We're in our first season this year, and we're, like I said, we're in this with a very long-term perspective, not focusing at results at all this year and the coming year. So we'll see. We're focusing more on how we perform as a team together.
On behalf of many in the international cycling world, thank you for your commitment to cycling. Magne Haugland from Uno X.
Thanks.
And of course, what a lot of you think or wonder about is, what do the athletes think about this course and these stages? We have some of the coming stars of Denmark here. We should not say the name of all of them, but they might be here in a few years.
Yeah, we have some from the local clubs around here in Copenhagen also present, so give them an applause, I think. But it is the riders that it is all about.
We have 3 riders here who we hope to see in August. Cecilie Uttrup Ludvig
from Frances Desjeux. Give her a big applause also.
Emilie Moberg from
L'École, also here present, I think.
L'École Vaho, the British team. And you already mentioned...
I've already mentioned one of the upcoming stars from Uno X, Rebecca Körner.
Here, Cecilia, you can
So
take
nice to see you guys here on the stage.
Thank you.
Cecilia Uttrup Ludwig, as a writer on the world's international scene, I know you have a big heart for finally be able to race a World Tour race in Denmark. Tell us a little about what you thought when you heard the news that it was coming home.
Oh, yeah, it's just so great. Like, because it's something that I've been dreaming of for so long. Like, we race in the whole world. We race in France and Belgium, everywhere. But like, to actually race in Denmark, where I come from, and even now it's even better because it's on home roads, and you know, the Danish spectators, the Danish fans, and I just hope that, you know, it will create like a lot of people coming out to cheer on the road, and hopefully also like young girls who wants to see, you know, who wants to become a bike rider themselves will get inspired by this. So yeah, I'm just hands up here. Yeah, excited.
You've been on the World Tour for some years now. How have you experienced the development in women's cycling?
Oh, it has been huge. Like, the development is just going year by year. It's actually incredible. Like, minimum salaries and minimum time to watch the race is actually TV time. And this is what we need. Like, this is key, and that's also why it's so great to see that we'll have 2 hours of live coverage of every stage, you know, because we want people to watch our great racing. Yeah, so that's great.
Yeah, for you growing up, you may not have had these women idols to look up to. So what do you think it means for the upcoming stars to actually being able to see you guys do bike racing?
Oh, I mean, it's going to be enormous because... yeah, when I was growing up, you know, watching TV and watching the men, like, that was exciting. But to actually, as a little girl, being able to, like, see your idols, like, racing mega hard, you know, out there, and you'll be like, oh, I want to become one of them. Like, I want to be a pro rider one day. And that is actually something that can come true now. And yeah, that must just be, I hope that will inspire them and to work hard and just, yeah, become a professional.
Nordfjell, Stage 5, the Queen stage. Have you already got your eyes on it?
I've got my eyes on it.
Yes, thank you, Cecilia Uttrup Ludwig.
Cecilia, you shouldn't be a rider, you should be an actor. Emilie Moberg, you're riding for a British team. How are they talking about the over race in Britain?
Oh, they talk a lot about the salmon of this race. But yeah, they love to come to Scandinavia. And yeah, they're really looking forward to this. It's also a little bit the home race since, yeah.
For you, it's very much the home
race. Yeah, and then I just implement my family with, with the team, yeah.
Yeah. But you are coming with a strong team. What about yourself? You crashed last year in the Paris-Roubaix and have been out since then. Can you make it till August?
I hope so. Yeah, it's really my plan to come back to this race, and yeah, I will be really sad if I cannot race this year. But yeah, my rehabilitation is going well now. It's been going better, so I'm just crossing my fingers and hope that I will be on the start line because I can't miss this race.
I know it's the race you love most.
Yeah, it's my favorite race, that's for sure.
And now, as Magne was here, and we have Karl-Lima there from Coop High Tech, we have 2 Norwegian teams. Is growing in Norwegian cycling for ladies.
Yeah, it is. It's becoming, yeah, this race has, since it was a baby in 14, it's growing so much, but also Norwegian women's cycling has been growing a lot since the start of this race, and yeah, it's really cool to have 2 Norwegian teams there.
You won the points jersey one time, or?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, so it's just to come back and do it again?
Yeah, I hope so. It's a really nice race for my team, also for myself, and of course the last stage is the cherry on top of the cake.
If you don't know, Emilie is from Halden, and Roy is her father. So she has really grown up with this race. So good luck on your comeback.
Thank you.
And by my side here, I have one of the young riders on the World Tour, first year in on Uno X, Rebecca Körner. For you, coming into the World Tour now, where the women's cycling is going somewhere, how has it been for you to join this community now?
Yeah, I mean, it's easier now because we have a lot of more great opportunities, so that's really nice. And it's also great to hear the development there has been, because I haven't been there to see it actually. So yeah, it's really nice to have all these opportunities now.
And as we've talked about, you are on this new Uno X team, now the sponsor of this event as well. How is it riding for the Uno X? We talk a lot about them these couple of months. We've seen them doing a really good job.
Yeah, it's really great because actually there's no stress. There's really much focus on the process and learning and riding as a team. And that's also what makes me kind of calm. Like, I know this is long term and I know I have a lot to learn. So I'm really calm and I always have a great time racing with the team.
So you're one of them who are going to be setting the pace for the next generation to come.
I hope
so. Yeah, so what do you hope for the development of women's cycling?
Yeah, I hope it continues to be more and more equal to the men's side of the sport. So we don't have men's cycling and women's cycling, that it's just like one big sport and everyone has the same opportunities. I really hope that's like what we're going to be at in a few years.
We've seen we've seen the parkour now. How do you think it fits you?
Yeah, I think it's really great. It's obviously really great to be racing at home for the first stage at least. But I think it's really great actually. Like, there's one stage that was really much uphill, and I think I will be riding as a domestique, so I will just be doing my best to help my teammates for a great result.
Yes, we are looking forward to see all of you guys at the Tour of Scandinavia when it comes to town, I should say. Give them a big round of applause.
The girls will stay here for a short while if you have some questions for them, I hope. And I can just tell you one story, Sanne, since I'm doing a lot of skiing. At the end of the 1970s, the Norwegian NRK, which is the main channel in Norwegian TV, they were going to transmit the Norwegian Championship skiing. But they only wanted to do the men's race. But then the Ski Federation say, if you don't send the ladies, we don't let you send anything. Now we're here by cycling 50 years later. So, see you in August.
See you all in August, and thank you so much for coming and joining us at this event. There are still some pancakes left, I hope.
Yeah, I hope there are some pancakes, yeah. So, enjoy and thank you for coming, and see you in August.
Og der er nu mulighed for forfriskninger og lidt at spise, hvis der er noget, I ikke har fået endnu. Og så vil jeg sige til de herrer og damer fra pressen, at der er fri leg i forhold til at tale med ryttere og folkene bag løbet. Tak fordi I kom.